Fido. All kinds of stuff here.
Yeah,
oh.
So growing several different species of plankton to support our copepod and rotifer cultures. So these are the sterile cultures, the starter cultures, and then we'll grow them out and then grow them up into the big tubes. Get the densities up in there. And then harvest out of there to feed the.
Those are some big tubes. And do you sterilize after some every?
Yeah, it's so particular.
Yeah.
What gets done. The sterility back here for these is tremendous.
Yeah. It costs too much to crash and start over. That's for sure. These are nice. Who made these?
There's a place in New Hampshire. I'm trying to think of the name of the company that does them. I'll think of it in a sec. But
oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're on the back side of the shark tank here.
This is the shark tank. Wow, look at the bass down here and the shark. Wow, look right there, huh?
So some
straight down.
Sharks on the bottom, of course.
And do not, you hold on tight to that, hon.
Some sand tigers will come by shortly. So this tank is 40 feet in diameter and 120,000 gallons.
120,000 gallons.
Here comes one of our sand tigers here.
Wow. Look at this guy here.
So I've had them for 20 years now. They were 24 to 30 inches long.
Oh, what, 8 foot, 9 foot right now?
Yeah, at least.
At least.
So this tank, we're moving about 2,000 gallons per minute through the filtration.
2,000 per minute.
Other bigger sand tigers should come by here shortly.
None of these fish actually get preyed upon, or?
To say never would be a lie, but almost.
Right, almost. Yeah, I was going to say some of these can actually fit in their mouths. So
sharks are well fed. Another sand tiger. Sharks are well fed. We do leave the main lights go off at night, but we do leave a night light on at night.
Okay.
So the fish can see the sharks.
Right.
If it did go dark, they would probably predate a little heavier.
Right?
But yeah, that's a good sized fish.
Jeez. And that's a nerf shark down there, right?
Yeah.
Those couple nerf sharks.
All rescues from people's homes. The nerf sharks.
Really? Look at that, huh? You're missing that. Look at that. That was great. He came up really good. And the colors. All right.
So back here is just
now these look like some really big homemade protein skimmers.
Yeah, I made these. These are polyethylene containers.
Oh yeah.
Were hot air welded together to make the skimmers. They're about 200 gallons per minute going through here. The skimmers then dump into those bio towers over there. And then the bio towers go back to the main display. And we inject a little bit of ozone into one of the protein skimmers just for a little water
clarifier, basically. Yep. Awesome. What is the I don't even want to know what's the mileage on plumbing around here.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want to know that number.
Jeez.
I plumbed a lot of it, but that I don't know.
These are huge. Holding tanks and.
So yeah, back here is just kind of holding quarantine. We're in the process of the coral propagation systems up here. And yeah, nothing too fancy, just kind of your standard. Just don't want to add a new fish to the tank right away. Definitely want to get them to a quarantine period.
How long do you guys normally quarantine?
It really varies, 2 to 4 weeks. Sometimes.
Have you still had stuff that slipped through the cracks even with that?
There's always something
that gets through, yeah.
You never get rid of it all.
Yeah, I say the same thing. People's like, well, I did it for 8 weeks. Yeah, they tell me they done it for 6, 8 weeks and they still ended up with ick or something. I'm like,
it's always going to get through.
It's gonna get through.
Keep your fish keep the water quality good, keep your fish
Eating well fed, right.
Just like us, we have our natural, you get sick, I get sick.
Right.
We don't go to the doctor every time.
Right, we could be in the same place.
Defenses.
Maybe you get it, I don't. It's just, yeah.
Fish have their own natural defenses.
Right.
For your $20,000.
No, this is actually our saltwater holding tank.
Oh, this is a holding tank.
Oh my God.
Okay, show this holding tank here. This is just a holding tank, guys. Now, what's the size of this?
This is 20 feet. This is a little over 20,000 gallons full.
A 20,000 gallon holding tank.
We're actually getting a delivery right now, so that water pouring in, we truck our salt water in from Shinnecock Inlet. So we got our water truck that goes to Shinnecock Inlet, 5,000 gallon tanker truck. Bring it back here, and then we have mechanical filters on here just to get it cleared.
Because it's a natural seawater.
If it's stormy out there, it's gonna come in a little cloudy, a little silty.
Yep.
What's that? No, we don't worry about any of no UV, no ozone. Just mechanically get it clear.
I like Joe already. I'm so glad I came. Since we started talking.
A little bit of ozone, couldn't hurt, but
but the overall what I've seen is everything is simple.
Yes.
Everything is method.
Yep.
Everything, and I just wish more people would just get on this method, and I just think they would have a better success rate at just keeping reef tanks if they stop trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Right. Yeah, they got to understand the basics first.
Right.
If you want to evolve into this.
Right.
But like if you're automatically dosing a whole bunch of stuff and things don't go right, but you don't understand why they're not going right.
Right. Exactly. You don't really grasp the concept of how big this facility is, do you? It's like miles. It's like, okay, we're still going?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Right. That's our backup generator there.
Now that's a generator right here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we move those jackets out.
That is a huge generator.
Diesel power generator, so that can run the whole facility. Every pump, light, and filter.
Oh, everything without a problem, huh?
Diesel powered. So we have a diesel tank
Has there been a
outside.
hurricane that kicked that on, or?
Well, it's a manual switch over, so if that's needed, we need to be here anyway.
Yeah.
And the automatic transfer switch was pretty sophisticated and about 50 grand. So for that price and and there's always somebody here. So whether it's night security or something. So, but we've used it quite a few times through the years. Yeah, some guy hitting a telephone pole outside and knocking out a transformer.
Gotta love those guys.
That's 350 kW.
Jeez.
That's like a jet engine when that thing is on.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Huh?
Just a little loud.
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely need. Yeah, or you'll be deaf probably. No time. Prep station.
Food prep.
Food prep and
looking at walk-in fridges and freezers. That's what I tell people. Like as you're walking around the aquarium, think of it in terms of mouths.
Right.
And how many mouths we have to feed, and
I was gonna say
mouths and the tiniest fish to.
What's the average probably food cost per month or per week?
Yeah,
just
I don't
a
have
guesstimate.
that number. I mean, there's a manual which I should know, but I don't. But just for perspective, like our big sea lion, hungrier days when it's a little colder out, he's eating 40 to 50 pounds of fish a day. Just him.
Just a little perspective on how these fish and animals eat, how much. Best job in the kitchen, right there. And fixing food right now, fish.
A lot of our time. So they're getting ready. The sea lion show will be at 12:45. We can definitely check that out.
Yeah.
So for the 10 or 15 minutes of glory on stage, it's hours and hours behind the scenes of food prep and cleaning. And so these are the food charts here. So this is Java, Neela, and Bunker. Sea lions that are on display. These are all the seals, how much capelin, how much herring they're going to get, at which times. That's going to vary throughout the year depending on temperatures and if they're molting or if they're
sick, not sick, breeding, the whole 9 yards. So that's awesome.
We definitely use the food intake as they can't really tell you when they're sick. So just like us, you feel a little under the weather, you don't eat as much. that can be an indication that maybe something's not right. Or we can go back in records and say, oh, they're molting at this time last year, so they're starting to molt.
So what, you know, because obviously that's a good question. You know, how do you handle probably like some of the sea lions or something that quite don't feel good? Is there just like a thing you just like say they're not molting or they're not doing this or whatever? Is there something you just jump straight in and start with some antibiotics, or do you have a vet come in?
Draw blood. I mean,
draw
our
blood.
vet
Okay.
comes every Monday.
Oh, okay.
So he does his standard rounds, and then if something comes up and we see something up, and then as needed. So for sure, if we see something up, and we'll give Dr. Peixoto a call, and he'll come in. But often it's okay. You come through. We'll draw blood. That's usually the baseline. So a lot of the animals training is also based around not just behaviors and stuff fun for the show, but for the husbandry.
Right.
And to get blood from a 400-pound sea lion that doesn't want to give it.
Yeah.
You
got to tuck your fingers in a little bit.
You got a challenge. So if you can train these behaviors, or if they see like a little bit of an eye, so during the show you'll see. They practice just doing eye drops, so that when they do need to get eye drops, they get their teeth brushed. Husbandry and a lot of the training is for the health of.
And it's really based around a lot of the food. They're being rewarded to put on these certain tasks to be able to draw blood, to give eye drops, and
positive reinforcement.
And
that can be anything from food to tactile touching. The trainers have a really intimate relationship with all their animals. Java loves to eat ice cubes, so after the show, we give him a bunch of ice cubes to chew on. Jello shots without the alcohol.
Hey, that's my type of guy right there.
So they get Jello. I mean, so there's a lot of enrichment to keep them physically and emotionally stimulated. They're social animals. We're social animals.
Right.
We can be social together.
Yep. Well, thanks, Joe. Let's Yeah.
So this is the beast.
Oh my God, dude, this is. Oh, I just need to go diving in here. Just give me a little piece of this. Jeez.
So the tanks. I was in here for 4 hours yesterday cleaning and scrubbing up a little bit.
Wow.
I've been doing a lot of renovations in this area. Stuff had grown out too large and thick, so.
Large and thick is good, but you do have to.
It does get overwhelmed. That's a massive colony, And
look at that, dude. Look at that colony. I mean, just.
Works date back over 28 years. A lot of these corals, a lot of the acros date back.
Look at all these flamingos too. Are these rescues or just fish that you decided?
A couple of the flamingos were rescues.
Look at these. I love that. They're so peaceful too. It's like. Look at them. I mean,
he's well over 20 years old.
Look at that. And look at the cleaner wrasse. I love cleaner wrasses. I have them all the time. I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, he's showing them.
Look at that wrasse, man. Jesus.
So
these are beautiful, man. This is beautiful. I mean, seriously. I think I need to have this now.
And this is only half of it.
This is half.
This is only half.
Okay,
so we have an east side and a west side.
Okay.
We're on the west side right now.
Jesus.
Well, your mind's gonna get blown, Rico.
Oh my God. I mean, this would be perfect. I would never leave my house. I put the most comfortable lazy boy in, and that's it. This would be my TV. Every night I would go to sleep in this. Wife would divorce me because I never would come to bed again, but that's fine.
We've had many after hours pizzas and beers in front of the tank.
Yes, this is awesome. Look at the leopard wrasse down here. He's got all the fish. You missed your leopard wrasse, honey. There he is, right there. He's over there.
There's a number of them boogieing around. Unicorn tang. People like him.
The unicorn there.
He's about 16 years old now. He went in smaller than his horn is now.
Jeez.
That's the biggest one.
Convict tangs and look at all that. Some anthiuses, triggers, yellow coarse wrasse there. Look how big that is. Jeez. Oh no! I just see my favorite.
Where is he?
Orange spot res right there.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
mated pair. The orange
Oh
spot
my
files.
god, yeah, the orange
Three.
spot file fish. I mean, yeah, right there.
Or it doesn't even matter.
Well, when you got a system this big, you can get away with fish that they say
Yeah.
you can't because they can't desolate something like
and their
this.
bites are so
Yeah,
tiny.
tiny.
So little nibbles never
I'm
hurt.
not even, and I think it actually might help a little bit, like when you prune your plants, things grow better.
Yeah,
But I'm not even convinced how much tissue they're actually eating versus the mucus and stuff that's in and on the mucus. Too.
right.
Um,
See, he's hitting that. He's fine.
I
That,
know where
ain't,
his
that thing
partner
ain't.
is. They're usually not too far apart. We'll have to keep an eye on. That's
Okay.
poking around somewhere. They're usually together.
So they're usually together, huh? Lamarck's angel over there.
Yeah, we've bred them and raised them. We were the first aquarium worldwide or anywhere to breed and raise them.
Melanaris wrasse. Do you think that it's the bigger the aquarium, naturally they can produce and provide an offspring of their own in a huge system?
Some of it, but I mean, I've seen great antheas spawning in a 20-gallon biocube.
But their offspring actually grow up and not become. That's what I'm talking about.
No, they can't survive in the tank. You gotta collect the eggs.
Collect them. Okay.
And, no, unless it's like a Bangai cardinal.
Right.
That will.
Yeah.
Because they hatch out. There's their pair now.
Yep.
So that's the male and the.
Oh yeah, look at that.
low.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh, the male's the more colorful one, right?
They have a more black on the
belly.
on the ventral fin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, no larval fish would survive. Can survive
In
like this.
any big system at all.
No, their needs are so specific as far as foods and concentrations of food.
Well, I was thinking because you're already into cultivating your own phytoplanktons and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if this aquarium's getting really heavily dosed with it. No.
None of it. No.
Okay.
But again, those larval fish need to be in
Separate.
such a
Okay.
contained, controlled system.
Cardinals.
Having some of the room, they may be more apt to maybe do their courtship and
Right.
spawning and things like that. But I mean, like I said, I've seen great antheas breeding in a 20. If the conditions are good and they're well fed,
Right.
sex is easy. These guys are varies again depending on the day.
And there's a lot of anther. I mean, look at all these fish are coming out. Like I don't even see all these. Like
Oh, there's fish in here I don't see for months. And then I'll walk by and I'm like, oh, you're still in here.
The tile fish, the orange spot.
the orange,
Yeah.
file fish. Yeah, they're both there now. Are you getting some good video of this? Like I need this like
Trying.
forever, hun. Do not screw this up.
Well, you come back anytime too for.
Oh yeah, I will
So
definitely.
this big Abrotenoides, this acro, used to be up in here on a bunch of rock, and it had just gotten so big and heavy it fell. So I just kind of repositioned it there for now. That's the same.
Up
That's
there.
a frag. So when it gets brighter light and more flow, that's the form. It's just in lower light and lower flow now, so it's just becoming this massive. Chasing each other a little bit.
What do you think the Well, what lighting are you using? Obviously, you're still using metal halides on
Yeah,
this
it's
too.
a mix of mostly metal halide. We'll go up and take a look.
Okay.
It's about 26,000 watts of light are up there right now.
It's a whole nother ball.
Yeah.
It is a ballpark.
Like,
if you go to like a baseball stadium and you count the number of halides on one pole, I have basically like right field up here.
Jeez. And yeah, can't tell me you still don't get color underneath that. I mean, you're getting. I mean, look at this stag over here, man. Jesus.
Yeah. So now that's occupying a lot of.
I mean, it even arched itself.
Well, I've
Or
been,
did you?
I've been sculpting.
You've been
underneath.
sculpting it.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
some of the undergrowth, like this one.
Well,
here,
it dies
just even
back
like
sometimes,
This,
yeah.
So this is green titan started here.
Yeah.
So as it's been growing up, I've just been carving, just because I don't want to lose the scale of the piece.
Yep.
But then it was like really solid and ugly and bulky. So
Yeah.
doing some sculpting, and so yeah, some of this has been sculpted. But at some point, like that's going to get too heavy. Like this right section up here. So this is the
that's
300-gallon Carlson surge device. So this dumps. So now it's going to burp out the air, and there'll be a little bit of air behind it the whole time. But that's 300 gallons coming out in about 35 seconds.
Jeez.
So you'll see the wave propagate
Wow.
across the tank.
Do a water change in my tank, 300 gallons, 35 seconds.
Yeah. So at the
Like
end,
flushing a toilet, man. This is
pretty much. It's,
Yeah.
So this will, in a few more seconds, there'll be a little burp of air.
Yep.
That's the end of the cycle, and now it'll slowly fill back up again, and in about 8 or 10 minutes, repeat itself.
So what do you think, even though in like such established aquarium, you know, people think it's like not natural or something's wrong with the system when you see some corals that have little spots of die off
Yeah.
or whatever. What do you,
Welcome to reef keeping.
there you go. I tell them, don't take it personal. It happens.
As long as it's not widespread.
Right.
It's literally like putting 50 people in a room and tell me you're going to keep all of them happy.
No, you're not. You're not. It's not going to happen.
So
You know, chemical warfare, all
and
kinds of
while
stuff.
one
is-
is fading and the one is doing great, and then you don't change anything, and then 2 months later the one that was fading is growing crazy, and the one that was doing great
Yeah.
is dropping off. So this is my old hippo. He's over 22 years old.
Oh,
So he's showing it.
A little geriatric.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So he's my one disclaimer in here. Some of the younger guys were introduced as little like thumbnail sized about a year ago, so they're still figuring out there.
Oh, you want to tell me a story?
Checking you out, Rico.
Yeah, he's the last of the originals of hippos. So
Inophorium.
you're always going to find something that's not doing well.
Yeah. Just don't take it personal. It happens.
Yeah, examine it. Look for a predator at
Yeah.
night. Look for something stinging it at night.
Right.
Sweepers, something. But ultimately, you can't keep everybody happy